Lynn sent this to me from John Tester, that's his senator, um, about the Postal Service Reform Act. It doesn't look, I don't know. I mean, I'm not an expert on this. It looks like you're being forced to enroll in Medicare, which also includes the $200 Part B premiums, roughly. They're forcing off a FEHB. That's what it looks like to me. And I'm not an expert on this. I just say, well, why are they doing that to Postal Service but not other federal government employees? Seems odd to me. So anyway, let's read what Tester says. And look, I don't like Tester. I mean, he's freaking big lib, but he acts like a Republican when it comes to voting or going when he's up for re-election. He acts like a Republican. When it comes to voting, he's a big lib, though. It's just he's got his little fake crew cut. Would he even serve? I don't even think so. But whatever. The liberals from these red states, they're just so fake, man. Anyway, so here he is. He goes, look, I don't have to tell you how vital the Postal Service is to Montana's economy, all right? Rural Montanans deserve access to these essential services just as much as anyone else, no matter what the Postmaster General thinks, and which is why I'm leading the fight to put the USPS on firm financial ground with my bipartisan Postal Service Reform Act. He's going to maintain a 6-day delivery. He's got increased special rates for rural newspaper distribution. Well, I mean, do we still? Okay. So we can promote local newspapers and help folks hear from the journalists in their own communities. It seems very lobbying. There's a lot of special interest there for sure. Here's the big one, though. Medicare integration. Currently, roughly a quarter of postal retirees do not enroll in Medicare, even though they are eligible. But this will change that. Postal service workers already pay into Medicare for their entire careers, and they ought to be enrolled to receive these benefits when they retire. Well, fool, they chose not to. By better integrating Medicare, the USPS could save an estimated $22.7 billion over the next 10 years. Yeah, where's the savings coming from there, John Tester? It's coming from the back of the USPS people who chose not to be enrolled in Medicare Part B. I mean, they're going to be enrolled in Medicare Part A because that's free. You've already paid your FICA taxes for that. That was it, 2 point something. You don't. It's just so freaking stupid. They already paid into Medicare for their entire careers. That's called Part A, John. Part A. Part B is you got to pay the monthly premium. The reason a quarter of postal retirees don't pay that is because they get federal employee health benefits. And my man says, what about those other federal FERS employees that are retired or will retire? Seems unfair. I agree. Are they not being forced onto Medicare? And so I was looking at some articles, about should you enroll in Medicare or not. You should do your own. Look, I'm not an expert on this. This makes me, go talk to my man Chris Barfield. Let's find some place you can go. Tammy Flanagan. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Chris Barfield at Barfield Financial. Does it got a search button on here? Search. Let's see if we got USPS. Let's see what we come up with. I'm a big fan of Chris. All right, so what would we do here? Let's go FEHB. He'll have a plethora, pretty fancy, of info on FEHB, Federal Employee Health Benefits, First Survivor Benefit, Public Safety Offer. Okay, what if I get fired? Health saving. Okay, different type of retirements. Yeah, so this is the government health insurance. I just too much for my lump of coal to comprehend here for sure. So, and then you can contact right here. So look at my man Chris Barfield at Barfield Financial. Let's look up Tammy Flanagan. Tammy Flanagan's website at retirefederal.com. Big fan of Tammy. She's fantastic. I interviewed her for my YouTube channel a couple of years ago. Anyways, follow both these. Actually, hold on. And then get the FERS guide from Dan Jameson. So if you got these three people, Dan Jameson, Chris Barfield, Flanagan, and I'll put a link for the FERS guide. It's gonna be tough to go wrong there, but anyway, you definitely want to talk to somebody because I don't know how this works. So she got a search button on here. More resources. All right. It seems to me that there's roughly a quarter of postal retirees do not enroll in Medicare, even though they are eligible. But this bill will change that. those employees ought to be enrolled to receive the benefits when they retire. I like how they're phrasing it like basically we're going to force you to enroll, but you ought to be enrolled. It's for your best. We know better than you, even though you chose not to enroll. Yeah, it's going to save $22 billion over the next 10 years. But then they're going to eliminate the pre-funding requirement on the health insurance, healthcare pre-funding requirement. That will save $27 billion over 10 years. So they're going to save money from throwing you on Medicare, and then they're going to eliminate the pre-funding requirement. I used to remember what that was. I don't remember anymore. But service performance transparency, yeah, whatever. Will require more transparency and compliance with on-time delivery. Just whatever. Anytime the politician says you should get the benefits that you chose not to get, we're going to make you get the benefits that you chose not to get, and we're going to save $22.7 billion on it. I always say, yeah. Who's paying that $22.7 billion, Tester? Friggin', it's coming out of the backs of the USPS employees. Anyway, so Tammy Flanagan, Chris Barfield, Dan Jameson, start there. You can't go wrong, man. You'll get more information, then it'll make your head hurt. They'll give you so much information, but you'll understand it. And if this is applicable to you, you need to understand this stuff. All right, love to hear your thoughts. We'll see you.